So in looking at a new system, I think there are a few flags that care providers should look out for. One is, of course, the interface. You're looking for modern, good user interfaces for your team. Too often we find these are not very usable, and carers even don't get full access to care plans, which is something they have to check. Also, you want to make sure that you're with a provider who is going to be updating and improving the system all the time. So the ways to check that out are ask them good questions about what tech stack they're using. You want to make sure they're on a modern tech stack that can be easily updated. You can check yourself whether updates are actually being performed regularly as well. So go to their app and find it in the App Store, and you'll be able to see if this is only once a year or only once every few years. Ideally, you want this every few weeks or every month. That kind of level will show that a software provider is regularly updating their apps. The other thing you can check is whether they have a full in-house product and design team and engineering team themselves, or whether they've outsourced it, which we do see as well. You can check this from their website. You can check this on LinkedIn to make sure they have appropriate levels of staff in those teams. So yeah, those are the big things I would be looking out for. Well, social care has become quite risk averse as a sector for a lot of good reasons. Like, there's been a lot of pressures from regulators over time that have made a lot of providers more risk averse than they could be. I believe that in social care, positive risk taking is a really good thing, that we should be looking to use the information we've got about a person to understand them more fully and be able to take really informed, positive risks that will help them lead greater, more fulfilled lives and move towards independence and greater fulfillment. Software obviously can play a big role in this. It helps measure, track, quantify risk and changing risk over time. And we see it as a way of really being able to take those super informed risks where you've got the evidence that you've done the thinking, the risk's been considered and thought about, but actually for this person, we're going to take that next step to help them. So that's how we see software being able to support this journey. Yeah, we hear this quite often from mostly other systems when people have dived in and they're suddenly overwhelmed with the number of reports, the number of tables and sheets that they can look at to find information. So yeah, this can be completely overwhelming. What I think a really good system will help you do is sort of guide you through that process, normally from a good dashboard downwards. So my advice starting off would be go to these dashboards as a starting point. They should guide you as to, with a red, amber, green type signaling, what's going well already, what might need your attention, what needs attention now. And you should be able to dive from this dashboard to the next level down. And this is how I would approach it first, going deeper and deeper into insights, but from the top downwards. And we find that people who do this will build up their familiarity with the system over time. You can, of course, look at the regular processes you do now outside of a system and look to start with those first in a system, such as regular care plan reviews, and go straight to that report, start from there. But yes, overall, I would say start small and build up over time your familiarity.